Welcome back to another ghost hunting video. This is the second half of our Benson Grist investigation. If you haven't seen part 1, I'd recommend you do so. We pick up the night exploring the campgrounds area around the barn, looking for a solid location to start some investigation. So we're gonna go over here, check these places out. And the only reason I'm saying let's go over here is because there has been sightings of a woman behind that fence right there. So let's head towards it. It's a chicken coop. So a woman's face has been seen in this chicken coop then. Look at the chickens.
They're so cute.
Look at the chickies. Look at this. We going in? Oh. This is interesting. It's a cow.
Do you want to practice milking a cow? Pardon me. Yeah.
Okay, Lord help us. So, let's keep checking things out. What do we got in here?
Chris, I heard a chair creak.
Yeah, and they turned my light off.
Wait, which room? In here?
Only one room.
They turned her light off. While we tried some investigation here, there was too much noise pollution. So instead, we move into the barn. Oh. Oh, there's an upstairs here. This is huge. Look at that. I like this.
So Danny, you're saying that they see apparitions here?
He has been seeing full-body apparitions in this place, yes. There has been accounts of many of them in this general area. I'm not sure which room he had mentioned. Oh, God almighty.
Mannequin? Like, what the?
That scared
Red
the
eagle?
absolute hell out of me.
Is it
Yeah.
giving birth?
Yeah, I don't like that at all, dude.
That's not what the barn is here for. Calm down, lady.
I say we should try something here. How do you feel? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the Phasmabox again. I think we're getting pretty good results. I want to try it in here. If we can shut this or slide this closed, that'd be kind of nice. We get out what is known as a Phasmabox. It is a program that spirits can use to manipulate to generate answers. It is not connected to the internet, nor are any of the microphones turned on. We also place motion-activated balls around the room, which spirits can activate in order to communicate. And they are not easy to set off, but when they are, it is likely a spirit is attempting to make contact. All right, we are inside of the barn. We also stomp around the area where we placed the motion-activated balls to prove that it was not our movement that set them off. Hello, spirits. My name is Danny.
Hi.
Hi. Spirits, we have a few devices out right now. Namely... something like that. If you would like to move any one of those devices, they'll light up. Make pretty colors. We also have a laser grid over here by the wall. All you need to do is walk right by it.
I've seen a lot of.
Promise, we're friendly. Not here to hurt you. We're just here to talk to you, get to know you. And I did hear a name. Is there a Paul with us? Paul, if that is your name. Do you know anyone else that may be here? Any names that you can give us?
It was a mere trick.
Yeah, her mere trick. What was the trick? That your name was Paul, but it really isn't?
Is your name really Paul?
Should know.
Paul, are you here with us right now?
Sit down.
Okay.
Sit down.
Okay, we're gonna
Sit
listen
down.
to you, Spirit. We're going to sit
down.
down. We're sitting down for you.
Awesome, thank you.
What that means is
All right, we're listening to you, Spirits. We're doing as you say. But the deal is, if we do stuff that you tell us to, you have to respond to our questions, Spirits. All right, spirits, we have sat. Can you now tell us why you lied about your name being Paul? Keep an eye on that laser grid up please.
This isn't.
Paul? Call or Paul? Okay, then if you're not Paul, then who are you?
I got chills.
Same.
Dude, that's
Jessa?
Just would be a more ideal name for the sheriff.
How are you?
Are you there, Jessa?
We were no longer getting responses, so Matthew decides to go over to the mannequin, which elicited a strange response.
Hey, spirits, I'm gonna hang out back where the little mannequin is.
The mannequin, for some reason, over there just keeps giving us weird vibes when we go, so.
Do you want to bring it over there?
I suggest let's relocate in towards that area.
We'll leave that in there.
Do you want to take this?
Oh, I just got some horrible chills.
Oh, I just got him too,
I
actually.
just got goosebumps.
I got goosebumps too. Oh, shoot.
I believe what the spirits meant here was that the mannequin was to stay in the room. We would later learn why they said this.
Let's all go to different parts of the room. Let's all spread out. Is that okay? Mel, call out what you hear. I'm not going to be far from you, okay?
Okay.
Spirits, none of us in this room like this mannequin right here. Why don't you go ahead and really play a joke and move the mannequin's head? Or maybe move the mannequin's foot.
Can't wait or take a break. I can't tell which one.
So far, not doing too good of a job with this mannequin.
Hi, Ted.
Ted. That's a new name.
Again, Spirit, if you want to move this little mannequin for us.
Hurry up.
All right, we're going to hurry up, spirits.
You hurry up, man.
So let's...
As Matthew continued to provoke the mannequin, the activity died down. While provoking can work, I find it more useful to divert our attention away from the object as a way to reset our energy, and hopefully have the spirits fight to get our attention back. What I do here proves my theory.
Let's try this one more time, spirits. Let's reset. My name is Danny, and I heard a few names now. Paul, Jessa, Tim, or Tom?
Tim.
What happened, you guys?
No, my EMF over here.
Oh, that went up over here. Okay. Who was that? Tim? Jessa? Paul?
Others.
Who are the others? What are their names? Who did that? You said there was other people. Who was it?
Sue.
Sue, are you the one manipulating my brother's device over there? How many lights are you getting?
Just two. I like very faint, so it's too low.
Okay, let me bring mine over there.
The activity seemed to be in the back corner where the mannequin was, so I also got out my EMF detector to corroborate my brother's EMF spiking.
All right, spirits, we seem to be getting a lot of activity over here. If you
Hold
speak...
still.
Okay, we're staying still. Spirits, we're gonna try this again.
Oh, they're both going off. Look. Did you see that?
Yeah, Danny's went to a 3 for a second there.
Spirits,
Yep.
is that is you, isn't it? Is that you?
Oh. Yo, they're both going on.
Dude, I've never seen it go off.
It's me.
It said it's me. Spirit, what is your name? What is your name, Spirit?
Now, I want to make very clear that while we were getting activity, there is always the possibility that my brother's phone may have been causing the EMF detectors to go off. I'll leave this inconclusive for now. Strangely, after gathering all together, the spirits seemed to want us apart based upon what happened next.
Are you from this area?
When you asked that, it went.
Oh, gosh.
Which one is that?
That's the one right next to me, like at my foot. I wasn't moving at all.
I trust you. Matthew, ask it again to move it.
Can you move something in this mannequin? It's close.
Traveling.
Shut up, did it? Wait.
Oh shit, that scared the shit out of me.
What happened?
The head moved.
It's your fault.
But I freaked me out too for
No,
a
it's
second.
not in the same position. That's impossible.
Are you seriously telling me that moved just now?
It scared the shit out of me too, because I was like, oh fuck.
Dude, but that didn't go off.
No.
But it wasn't the head.
I know,
It was staring this way. Now it's staring this way.
I spoke to both Matthew and Richard, and both agreed that it was most likely their eyes playing tricks on them. But what I didn't notice at the time was that I also caught an anomaly just after this incident.
I'm in the same position. That's impossible.
Are you
I can't say for sure, but this could be a lens flare or dust. but it distinctly appears then reappears just after I move my light. I'll leave this inconclusive for now, but there were certainly many strange events happening in this barn. Next, we make the journey across the bridge to investigate the schoolhouse.
All right, schoolhouse is over here. Let's go this way. I want to do the schoolhouse for sure.
I'm guessing this is the school?
Yes, pretty sure this is a schoolhouse over here.
This looks like a schoolhouse.
Yeah.
Got a bell. Oh, dude, did someone say a bell earlier?
Wait a minute, Mel did say she heard a bell.
A bell go off.
Oh.
You think it was in reference to this?
Earlier in our investigation, Mel mentioned she had heard a bell during the Estes method.
You can touch the walls and make a sound like this. We'll know that you're here.
A bell went off?
Could this be a coincidence?
Mel, do you remember that you said school bell or just bell? It's a bit of a coincidence, isn't it? Matthew, I want you to stand over there.
In front of the chalkboard?
Yeah.
Hello. Welcome
Welcome to class.
Welcome to school. Today we have two subjects, religion and agriculture.
I want to try something, and it's something, there's a couple ways to do it, but I call it channeling. Everybody else is sitting here, standing here. We're going to channel our energy. I know it sounds hokey, but believe me when I tell you that it's a real thing.
What we do here is called channeling, or at least it's my version of it. We all place our hands out in front of us, palms up, and focus on the room around us.
Bow your heads, and I want a verbal response. Do these spirits have your permission to use your energy?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Spirits, you have heard from all of us that you were allowed to use our energy.
The goal here is to focus our minds, as well as feed any energy to the spirits in the room.
At any point, if you want to affect any one of us in any way that you can, whether it be physical, emotional, you are welcome to use any one of our energies to tell your story. If you need to touch our hands, oh, and for everyone, if you feel something, say something. If you hear something, say something, okay? We heard stories, spirits, of you throwing chalk.
While channeling our energies, Krista feels something on her arm.
I feel something move my arm.
Which arm?
Right.
Do you feel on a specific finger?
I can't feel my arm, but I can feel it moving back and forth, like my whole arm.
That's good.
While we weren't getting much of a response, we decide to get out the SLS camera. SLS stands for Structured Light Sensor. It maps humanoid figures as well as captures anomalies that we may otherwise not be able to see with our own eyes. We had been using the SLS for a few minutes for what I thought was no results, but we were in fact capturing anomalies.
All right, spirits, we're all seated now. Maybe you're a teacher that likes to throw chalk at students. Now, don't be too aggressive, but I think we're all okay if you threw chalk at us, or at least moved it. Spirits, why are you shy? I've heard stories that you're not very shy here, but it seems like you are today. As well, if you stand up by the board, we'll absolutely be able to see you.
Shall we try putting the focus on the actual teacher desk?
Yeah, maybe.
I still have no explanation for what these are, other than what is traditionally known as orbs.
Once again, spirits, we're attempting to see if you want to manifest yourselves. We can see you in any form that you want to show yourselves with. Especially this,
Comes to our right hand side.
if that's you, spirit, could you do it again for us? At any point, you're welcome to use my energy. You could reach out to my hand or channel my energy to you. If you're being shy, spirits, I can understand why. We're not here to harm you. We're here to simply learn your story and feel your emotions. We're going to give you one last opportunity, spirits. If you want to make your presence known, now would be the time.
The rest of our stay was uneventful, but we did leave with more than we initially thought. Spirits aren't always active, but we are thankful for what we captured. And now to our final location, the mill. We spent some time exploring the mill with multiple devices. We tried using the SP7 Spirit Box, the Phasmabox, and even EVP equipment, all to no avail. I'm unsure if the spirits were tired by this point, but it was past all of our bedtimes. Then finally, we all gathered on the top floor to perform what I like to call the Hail Mary.
All right, Matthew. I don't want to say Hail Mary, but Hail Mary.
Basically what this means is we get out all of the equipment and simultaneously use Matthew as bait by provoking. I don't recommend doing this unless you wish to invite potential attachments, but Matthew was more than willing.
Oh, you want me to say something crazy?
Just push it just a little bit.
I'm down to go.
You know, Ghost, I'm getting a little sick and tired of your games here. I don't think you're real at all. I think you're just made up. But I'm also open-minded. You want to prove me wrong? Now's a great time.
Push it a little further.
Grab me. You're not really doing a good job at it. You guys kind of really suck at being a ghost, to be completely honest. If I were a ghost, I'd be all on top of you guys, but...
The craziest part was that Matthew's hardcore provoking actually coaxed out anomalies that were definitely not dust.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I think this experience has just shown me that ghosts aren't real. I feel like I just wasted my night, and it's all you guys' fault. So, if you want to change that, now's your opportunity. I don't feel anything. I can see why you guys are hanging out here. What else are you doing with your lives? Oh, that's right, you don't have a life.
Oh, Matthew.
Come on.
Spirits, now's your opportunity. Matthew's right there. He's vulnerable. He's actually asking you to shove him.
Dude, punch me in the face at this point. I don't really care.
All right, Spirits. We'll be right back.
We get out all the equipment and continue this tactic.
Aren't you from a time where dysentery would like kill half your population?
Something about an audience.
Something about an audience.
Are you angry, spirits? Show me if you're angry. Would you grab my
What
arm?
would you recommend?
What would you recommend?
I recommend you do something, because right now you're not doing anything, because you're really bad at this. Like, not gonna lie.
He talks a lot.
Because you're not doing anything.
If you want to use my energy or my brother's energy or anybody else in here's room, okay, right here, use us to push Matthew.
Push me out this window.
Well, okay, hold on.
Oh no!
I could.
It said I could?
Yeah. I'm staring at you.
Where are you? I don't think you're really even here.
I think you're lying. I think that boss is just making stuff up. But I said I'm giving you so much opportunity. We got so much stuff for you here to touch. So trust me.
Point.
Maybe it's a child. We're just like
No
pissed.
way out.
No way out.
All right.
You're tough.
I am tough. That's right. And you're a little bitch.
Whoa. He said it, not me, Spirits. Don't follow me home. All right, Spirits, we're going to move on. Thank you for your time,
Thank
Spirits.
you.
You get to stay here in your sad little barn while the rest of us get to go on the life.
Okay,
So.
all right.
Bye.
Lord. That was the Hail Mary. All right.
Alright, as inappropriate as that was, it did produce some results. I personally don't like being disrespectful, and my laughing was more out of nervousness, but ultimately, it was a successful experiment. We moved to another location, and as we were saying our goodbyes, I tried to bring some positive energy back into the room, and we get a far too kind response.
Let's just say our goodbyes, okay?
Okay.
All right, Spirits, thank you so much for having us out tonight.
Thank you much, Spirits.
Thank you, Spirit.
You're not allowed to follow me home. I mean,
They laughed.
We're trying to be respectful, Spirits, and for that reason, please don't follow any one of us home. We want to give good energy back to you. What we did here was simply just to get you riled up, okay? So
Be safe.
Thank
Oh,
you very
thank you. Wow, you guys are so kind.
much. Be
After
safe as well. We're gonna go home.
No, I feel like a butt.
So have a good night, Spirits. Thank you.
good night.
Overall, this location was incredibly successful with an awesome variety of evidence. I am thankful for everyone involved and incredibly humbled by the interactions I received from the spirits. And, of course, thank you for watching and your continued support. I have plenty more in the works as we travel to new locations in new states. Thank you very much for watching, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.